Here, and we are back. Yes, everybody, we have a name. You are now tuned in to Everybody Eats B. And then, me and Rad come together. We give you a daily fantasy lineup for try to win some money.
Yeah.
Because we eating and we want y'all to eat. Everybody Eats B. So
great name, man.
Yeah, it just happened. Get my setup right. Here we go. We Gucci. But So I was in the money last week. Rad was in the money last week. So Rad,
Yes,
tell
sir.
the people what happened, how you felt. Let us know, what you did to get in the money.
Last week it was a couple people. You know what I mean. I went heavy. Some people disappointed me, right? Some people like laid the egg. I could have won big, but like Deontay Johnson went out with the concussion. I'm not gonna say disappointed me, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's stuff like that went out. But I had Tyler Lockett. I bigged up Tyler Lockett last week. He did great for me. Really great. I had was it Indy? I think we both had Indy. They had two touchdowns.
85
pick
Bears.
6 early. Pick 6 early. You know what I mean? So those were the two major players I had that went crazy for me. I also had who else?
You had your boy Eckler.
I had my boy Eckler, who had a great game. He did good. Those was the major guys. But yeah, so they got me some money, got me some bread.
Man, I would have been in the money if it wasn't for my quarterback. I went what you call it? I went Mitchie Trubisky because they was playing the Falcons. Now I had the right idea because the Bears quarterbacks went off on the Falcons. It just happened to be Nick Foles. So I knew the quarterback was going to eat. Anthony Miller caught that late touchdown, so that really helped me to win the game for them. I said Indy defense. So it all worked out. I was happy. Evan Ingram didn't do much, but neither here or there. I can't get any luck with tight. I think our best tight end pick was Jordan Reed so far, because my tight ends, Dawson Knox, Evan Ingram, nothing for me. Nothing for me.
Higbee disappointed last week for me too.
But. So it's tough, man. Cooper Kupp. I told y'all Cooper Kupp. I know we are Bills fans.
Cooper Kupp was great.
Cooper Kupp went off against the Bills.
Yes, sir.
So, but let's go ahead and hop into this week. Go ahead, start us off, Rad. Who you quarterback? Who's your quarterback?
This is tough. This is tough for me because I wanted somebody from this game. I wanted somebody from the Seattle-Miami game, Fitzpatrick or Russell. And I was like, should I pay the premium on Russell? I probably should. You probably should play the premium on Russell Wilson because he's playing against Miami. He might go for 50. But I went Fitz. Because what I wanted to do later on. So I was like, I know I'm not gonna get the 50 from Russell, but I can deal with the 30 from Fitz. I can deal with the 30 from Fitz. 25 or 30 from Fitz. So that's what I went, and I think it's going to be a shootout. I mean, don't get me wrong. Fitz is like, can just wild out and make Seattle defense look like A1. Yep. I'm hoping Fitz been on a run last couple games against Bills, against Jacksonville, now hopefully against Seattle, whose secondary is awful as well. It's in Miami. He tend to play better in Miami. So I went Fitz this week. Hopefully he give me that 30 I need, and I don't miss that 50 from Russell.
And I paid the premium. Russell Wilson. I paid that premium for all the reasons as you just said. Yeah. I'm telling you, you can see we both learning as we go on playing this, because we like, all right, Seattle, Miami, both terrible defenses, quarterbacks, but I went with Russell. The Fitzpatrick not bad though. You know how much that was? Fitz compared to Russie, it probably was a big difference. Like
Fitz was 5,400, and Russie is, let me go look. Russell was 7,800, so that's 2,400 difference. So
on my joint, Russie was 9,000. So we only get 60. So I spent a lot, but against that Miami.
He's probably gonna
Josh put up 417. But I need it to be a close game. So I do need Fitz to eat. Because if it's 35-0 at halftime and then they just hand the ball off, I need Fitz to eat too. So we really need both quarterbacks to really battle for us to win. So I like that we both got the quarterbacks from that game.
I had Russie. I was like, I'm gonna start with Russie. I'm gonna just play it. I was like, wait, they playing Miami. I was like, let me see, and I end up going with Fitz.
No, it's smart, right? I think you're smart because Rusty he probably gonna have the better game, but is it 2,500 better? Because now you got more money to fill out your roster. You know, once we start getting down, I'm my Jordan Reeds. I'm looking at Jordan Reed again. So I like your philosophy. We're gonna see what happens. So who's your running back?
Our running back, I paid the premium. I want Alvin Kamara. I want Alvin Kamara against Detroit. He's the number one player in fantasy. If we had to redraft right now, he's the first pick in the draft. He's been playing great. He's the wide receiver 1. He's the RB1. He's literally doing like astronomical numbers. He had 12, 13 catches last week. Now, if it is a low point or a hole in it, is Michael Thomas is coming back this week, and he plays a different position, but Michael Thomas is probably going to get his targets. He's going to get his 12 targets, so that maybe Drew Brees might not just straight up pay all attention to Alvin Kamara, because at some point it's just Alvin Kamara, because he don't really throw the ball at Emmanuel Sanders for some reason. So Michael Thomas coming back, it did give me a cause to pause. I was like, maybe they're just trying to get Michael Thomas in the game more. It might limit some Alvin Kamara touches as far as those targets. But I said, I got to see it. because he been balling. They're playing against Detroit. Matt Patricia's defenses have not been good. They don't have a great defense. And I went Alvin Kamara. I paid the premium on him.
That's a good pick. That's a very good pick. Because I also paid the premium. Alvin Kamara. Now you see, all my money is basically gone.
It's gone.
I don't care. I'm sick of every week. Just I don't want to pay that for Alvin Kamara. Let me go. Yo, he is killing. Everybody that is winning has Alvin Kamara. Detroit is terrible. Alvin Kamara, he is balling right now. So that's why I went Alvin Kamara. See, Rad, did you look at my team before this or something? Like, what's going on? All right, we the second running back. And to everybody, I'm sorry, but my cup is a green cup. That's why I look like this. I'm not drinking out of a measuring cup or nothing.
that look raw, dog. That looks sweet. My second running back, I went James Robinson, man. I went James Robinson from Jackson. Mike, come on, Mike. What you come on? I want James Robinson. They playing Cincinnati. He's been the guy. It's nobody else. He get all the carries. He been in the passing game. Chris Townsend ain't playing. And Gardner Minshew like him. They give him the ball a lot. He's really a workhorse. He's a workhorse. If we redraft it, he probably go in the first 3 rounds this year. Maybe first 2. I went James Robinson, man.
I'm just going to exit stage left. It's nothing for me to do here besides saying I also got James Robinson. A Doug Marrone running backs. If you can get Doug Marrone running backs, you're good. They gonna get the volume. Mm-hmm. But he making it work with the volume that he get. He's gonna get 20, 25 carries. Gonna get some passing. James Robinson, and he was cheaper than a lot of other people. So if I'm getting that running back 1 volume, I hopefully just give me a running back 1 production.
And he playing Cincinnati.
All right, wide receiver. You might not have a wide receivers, or I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do it and see what happens.
I want Amari Cooper. My wide receiver 1. I want Amari Cooper. My Dak Prescott is on pace to throw for 6,000 yards, which is insane. It's not crazy because everybody we've been saying that fantasy this whole year. Like, Dak Prescott gonna throw for 5,000 yards. Like, everybody know that, but it's really happening. Cleveland. Now, don't get me wrong. Cleveland, they got some young guys. They got Greedy Williams. They got Denzel Ward. They got some cornerbacks. But I still think it's going to be a shootout. And I think this, honestly, I'm not going to say a must-win for Dallas because they division is so terrible.
Oh, my God. But, the football team number 1 right now.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's over there. It's really bad. But Dallas is going to score points. They're going to throw the ball. Amari Cooper, he hasn't scored a touchdown yet. He got all those targets. He has not scored a touchdown yet. Amari Cooper is getting in the end zone this week. Book it. And I don't know. The volume he's been having is A1, great wide receiver 1, but he's getting I looked at it. He's getting in the end zone this week. That's why I picked him.
See, and this pick is similar to your Austin Eckler pick, right? For me, type of thing. I didn't pick Amari Cooper. I did not pick Amari Cooper, but I picked him every other week, like going up. Like, bruh, you gotta come on, bruh. It's just so many weapons there. Yeah, Dak is throwing a lot, but Cooper getting the yards, he just wasn't scoring, and just keep going back to that well, man. At some point, I gotta stop. Now this week, you got him. He probably gonna go for 250 and 3 touchdowns. But that's a chance I'm willing to take because he not that he burned me. It's come on, bro. So why CeeDee Lamb keep getting all the yards too? Like, what's going on? Like, come on, Cooper, you are the guy, and he just haven't done it for me. This game probably will be the game where he turned up and I'm gonna be tight because I didn't pick him. But I'm not mad about my pick, especially since we talked to our homeboy Big Zirko on the Overdue Bills podcast. I had Stephon Diggs as my number 1 wide receiver to begin with. Because, right, I believe it. I believe Josh Allen. You know, when people show you who they are, I believe it. And the Bills is a passing team. And the Raiders is a bad defense, as Jerko said. He expect Josh Allen to throw for 350. If Josh Allen throwing for 350, I expect Diggs to get at least 100 of that and maybe a touchdown. And especially since he didn't have a great game versus Ramsey, he did score that touchdown. But, I mean, Gabriel Davis and Cole Beasley really saved the Bills winning that game. Because, you know, Diggs, so I think they're going to make a purpose to get Diggs back rolling. Hey, you had Ramsey last week. It was a tough matchup. Let's get you back rolling. Let people know you still here. So I went Stephon Diggs.
I like that pick. I got a Bills wide receiver, but it's probably not the one everybody think it. So, yeah. So, next week, my wide receiver 2 is Robert Woods. I want Robert Woods. Cooper Kupp had a week. Robert Woods got in the end zone last year, but Cooper Kupp last week. But Cooper Kupp was the main targets. So I want Robert Woods against the Giants. They're gonna eat. They lost. They feel like they got robbed. Whatever it is, whatever. But I think Robert Woods gonna eat. Robert Woods is the number 1 target guy. The one he's their number 1 receiver. I think. And I think they playing against the Giants. Everybody eat against the Giants. Giants secondary is terrible. And I think I start your Rams. It's that simple. Everybody start your Rams.
Start your Rams. 100% start your Rams. And like I said, I've been doing this every week. I've been pairing my quarterback with a wide receiver. So I went DK Metcalf here, man. When you put up 100 or whatever you had against Stephon Gilmore, who's stopping you then? If he can't stop you, nobody's stopping you. And they're playing Miami. We've seen what the Bills, granted Byron Jones went out like the second play of the game, but we've seen what the Bills did to Miami. Everybody eats against Miami. So that's why I went DK. DK, he's stepping up. No more celebrations at the 5-yard line. Get in the end zone, please. Because if I would have had him last week and he did that, I would have been tight. So I went DK.
That's something like I'm never picking him again type stuff. That's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I agree. But I foreshadowed my wide receiver 3, and it's Gabriel Davis. I want Gabriel Davis. He got it for the low. This is obviously is leaning towards because I think Smokey Brown. I don't know if he's gonna play, but he hasn't practiced yet. And I think you hold him out. I mean, especially in this season, if you got everybody been very cautious. Like, a lot of people haven't been playing, hurt, been questionable all week, and just end up playing. Like all these top wide receivers, Michael Thomas, the Julio, Devontae Adams of the world, been getting held out because they just want to be cautious. And I think Gabriel Davis showed the Bills last week that, hey, we can go without Smokey Brown for 1 week because Gabriel is good enough. So I said, Josh Allen go throw for 350 or whatever. He's a throwing team, and I think Gabriel Davis is gonna get some of that. And for how much he was worth, it was like $3,800. It was nothing. I said, let me get a wide receiver, and I think they try to give him the ball, it's not just just regular. If he open, get him the ball, but they do other things to try to get Gabriel Davis the ball. Those quick screens, he even get a reverse handoff. Like they try to give Gabriel Davis the ball, and if Smokey Brown don't play, I think he's gonna be heavily involved in the offense.
Yo, so you think with Brown being out, that's a boost for Davis versus a boost for Beasley? It was definitely between the two who I was gonna pick if Brown being out, but I thought Gabriel because I think he's
more versatile. He can do more things. Now Beasley,
big
you know,
play.
Big play. People, I guess that about Beasley more, and Gabriel is just that young rookie guy. So I just went with the boom. I think Gabriel can boom. Beasley might get with you on good. He might get an end zone, might get a couple red zone targets. But I think Gabriel can boom and get you something crazy nobody seen coming.
Especially at that for 3,800, that's what you're looking for. All right, let me get somebody that if you don't give me nothing, that's cool because my team is stacked around you. But if you boom, that's when you really get into like the real money.
Yes, sir.
And so my wide receiver, my third wide receiver is cheap, and I expect him to boom because I went Preston Williams because Seattle defense is terrible. Everybody is eating against Seattle, and I need Fitz to really step up. I need Fitz to really match him. I got DK and I got Preston. So I got 2 wide receivers in that game. I'm expecting a lot of air yards. They might not come out and just start grounding and pounding because then I'm done. But if the ball's in the air, and Preston is, like you said it to start the season, like, Preston and Parker is not that big, big a difference. But Parker was going way earlier in the fantasy drafts. Preston was going way late. So if you could get Preston, you might as well get him versus Parker. And I'm expecting the big numbers for him. Seattle had the 32nd ranked, defense, or at least passing defense. Preston Williams, give me at least 100 and a touchdown, and we Gucci.
Yeah, man. Miami, this could be a big day for Miami players, especially Miami wide receiver. So I definitely like that. My tight end, I didn't love this pick, but I wanted a pass catcher from this game, and I went Greg Olsen. I wanted a pass catcher from this game. I was hoping. I didn't love it because I know they look for Tyler Lockett, and they look for Tyler Lockett honestly on in the red zone. They look for him in the end zone, little like cross the field routes, and he get a lot of red zone targets. So I thought maybe Greg Olsen can maybe find a way to get a touchdown, easy, cheap touchdown, but we'll see. But I just wanted a pass catcher from this game, so I went Greg Olsen. I think Russell might give it. He been doing okay. And as for a tight end, if he can give me 4 or 5 catches, hopefully one red zone target, and he catch it, come down with that, I'll be happy with that.
I'm telling you, tight ends, we've been winning money. Well, you had Jordan Reed 1 week, but I've been winning money with my tight ends almost giving me nothing. So, Greg, at that point, if you don't have any more money for a tight end, let's look for a team that's going to score a lot of points. And you just hope that this tight end just get one.
Get one.
Last week was a bad week if you had Travis Kelce because you had the fullback and the left tackle, vouchering tight ends, touchdown from the tight end. So you don't need that from this game. But if you could get Greg Olsen, just some BS, play action, boot, I think you good. Get a touchdown from Greg Olsen with the team that you have around him. I think you be Gucci if Greg Olsen give you anything.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Give me anything.
Give me anything. And I went a little different. Even when I constructed my team this week, I started with the tight end because I am sick and tired of being look at my tight end position. Come on, man. Can I start the left tackle? So, like you said, start your Rams. I went Tyler Higbee. Sure. Everett had the big week against the Bills. I think Higbee only had 1 catch or something. He did nothing against the Bills. So I think the Rams, McVay, Goff, I think they want to come back and they want to get that back going. Come on, Higbee. You're playing a terrible team.
Yes, sir.
You're probably going to score 21 points in the first half. So I'm looking for Higbee to have a big day for me at the tight end. I want a big day from Higbee. I'm not looking for Greg Olsen though. I'm looking for 2 touchdowns and maybe 75 yards from Higbee. So that's who I went with at my tight end.
Yeah, man. The Giants.
Rams.
Yeah, the Giants defense is terrible. I think Mullins had over 300 yards passing last week, and he had nobody. He literally was playing with all backups and second string. No Kittle, no Morsart, no Debo. Yeah. He had over 300 yards. So Goff gonna go for 300, 2 or 3 touchdowns, easy. But I went start your Rams. I want Darrell Henderson in my flex. I want Darrell Henderson in my flex. He did a number. He did a number on the Bills last week, over 100 yards. And he scored a touchdown. Once again, start your Rams. He looked like, I think he's going to win. He's going to take over that backfield whole full term. Haker's still hurt. Malcolm Brown is good, but he's not as explosive as a Darrell Henderson is. And I think he's the starting running back. He's going to get the first, always every week he's going to be the starter to get the first look. He might get. The only thing I'm worried about is Malcolm Brown's still there, so he might still voucher some like red zone carries away from him. But it's the Giants, and I think he might score. He don't got to get in the red zone to score. So I start your Rams. Darrell Henderson is my flex this week.
I know I picked him up in some of my other leagues, or I got him in my other leagues. I had him here because he said start your Rams. We both were on start your Rams or get anybody from the Seattle and Miami game. So like I said, our philosophies are now combining where we looking at these games like, all right, anybody playing against Miami, Seattle, anybody playing against the Giants, Jets. That's what we're looking for. But I couldn't keep them in there. But my flexing, man. I'm excited about my flex. I am excited about my flex because I want I'm talking about big game against for this player. If you don't have a big game, I'm gonna be mad. I want Brandon Cooks because the Vikings is a bad secondary. They have bad defense to begin with, and now they got COVID or maybe, and they had practice. They didn't practice all week. If Houston lose this game, Bill O'Brien used to be fired on the spot. As soon as it hit 0-0, used to get fired. A team
0-4,
losing to a team that didn't practice all week. I don't think the Vikings are practicing, right? Are they doors closed until Saturday too?
I don't know if it's close to Saturday, but I know it's closed right now. They might open it if they got no positive tests. Maybe if they everything confirmed, they might open it. I'm sure today or tomorrow or something like that. Yeah. Well, but they missed practice. They missed a couple
even still,
days.
like you probably won't practice the day before. It's in Houston, so you gotta travel. So I think they aren't practicing. They aren't practicing this week at all. So I think Brandon Cooks to have a big day against a secondary that is bad and did not practice all week, and he was cheap because he ain't been doing nothing all year. But I think this is a big game from Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, and Deshaun Watson. I think the Texans finally get their first win. So Brandon Cooks, big day.
No, I agree. I think both these teams need to win. Both these teams are somewhat, I guess, underperforming, and I can see it definitely be a shootout. I definitely like Deshaun Watson. He's been bad. Like if you in like long league time, I think it's a good trade to go get Deshaun Watson because you might get him at a low. I think he had a tough first 3 games. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh, Kansas City, and Ravens. So that's it don't get no harder than that. And I think the next 5 games is going to be pretty much. It's not as bad. It's going to be even easier. So I think Deshaun Watson is a sexy pick. So I like his receivers here: Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks. I think that definitely boom for you because in this Minnesota secondary, they're terrible. So yeah, man, I like that pick a lot. My defense, I want Ravens. I want Ravens defense. I should have went Rams, but
who the Ravens playing? They're playing the
Washington
the football team. Yep.
Yeah, I went Ravens. I think Ravens gonna dominate. I think they're mad about KC. They people talk. They a lot out of a lot of people top 5s and stuff like that. People talking Lamar. I think they're gonna dominate. I think the defense gonna do great. Haskins had like 4 turnovers last week. I'm expecting another 3 or 4 this week. I won't be surprised if we see Alex Smith in the next couple of games because he's not been good. And I think Rivera want to win games. He want to not continue to watch his quarterback lose games because they could potentially win that game. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It's just Haskins was that bad, and I think the Ravens coming to town spells bad news for him. So yeah, I want Ravens defense.
I like that pick. Say Washington football team, and I came in and said that I'm gonna pick whoever defense is playing the Washington football team. I knew the offense was gonna be bad. They came out and they beat Philly, so I kind of got off that. But Philly's just a bad team too. So I'm gonna get back on that train. If the Ravens blow out the Washington football team, they're gonna blow them out. But if they really shut them down, I'm gonna hop back on that train. But for this week, man, start your Rams. I'm starting the Rams. I don't know am I the only person that's saying this? That Daniel Jones is the white Jameis Winston? I don't know. Maybe I am. But I don't. Why is he not? How is he not? If you watch him play, he is the white Jameis Winston. He may throw for 300, but I'm going to get 3 picks in this game. Guaranteed. I'm going to get 3 picks in this game and probably a fumble. I'm looking for 4 turnovers, and I'm looking for a touchdown. I'm looking for big numbers from my defense because Daniel Jones is going to give you something. And with Saquon Barkley not being there, they were bad without him. They're even worse now. So I'm expecting big numbers from the Rams. The Rams are mad because the Bills did put up, 21 in the first half, and they ended with 35. The team put up 35 on you as a defense. You're going to want to come back and say, hey, that's not who we are. Aaron Donald, oh, my God. Daniel Jones may not even finish the game. Aaron Donald is a madman. He almost took over that game last week in the second half to come back and beat the Bills. So if he playing like that all game, Daniel Jones stand no chance. 3 picks, a fumble, hopefully a touchdown. Start your Rams.
Yeah, 3 sacks. Over under on whatever Aaron Donald, 2 sacks. I'm gonna say 3. He'll get 3 sacks, maybe a forced fumble, recovery. He might pick it up and run a touchdown. he might pull a JJ Watt and just run a touchdown, pick it off, run a touchdown too. So yeah, Aaron Donald in the IDP, like individual defensive players, Aaron Donald is a must start. Because probably the worst offensive line in football is the New York Giants. Terrible. Aaron Donald is going to destroy them all the way.
Probably a couple tackles for loss. Aaron Donald alone is going to kill this game. So I'm super excited about that. Start your Rams. Start the Rams. Start your Rams. Everybody eat against the Giants.
That's a fact. But yeah, that's it, right? That's all we got. Hopefully everybody either take our advice or maybe pick and choose from what you like from each of us, and maybe cultivate your own roster on that way. But yeah, man, everybody eats, man. We trying to spread our wealth to y'all. We won the last couple of weeks, so hopefully I get some money too, man.
Hey, man, like you said, everybody eats. It's not just. Oh, can you hear me? My internet unstable. Okay. I don't know what's going on. But it's not the name Everybody Eats Be. It's not only about fantasy, about everybody played well against Atlanta. I wanted some Atlanta players, some Green Bay players, but they played Monday night, so they weren't available. But it's not only about that. We really want y'all to watch this. And if you don't pick Preston Williams, you don't take DK Metcalf. But if you get anybody from those games, just take our philosophy and apply it to yourself. You like Lockett? Get Tyler Lockett. But we really want everybody to eat. We want everybody to win money if you can. So hopefully check this out. Let us know if you did take some of our philosophy. And if you won money, come let us know.
Yeah, leave it in the comments, man. Everybody eats.
Sure. All right, Rad. Good luck to you, brother.
For sure. Same to you, bro.